I'm gonna just walk back through the eras, right?
Okay.
Preceding offensive efficiently, it was the Braun era.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Braun, Steph, but yeah.
We can talk. See whether Steph get. We will argue it. LeBron / Steph era, Kobe era, which you could say / Tim Duncan if you
Agreed.
want to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which really means low post, right?
Yeah.
Playing out of the low post,
Yeah.
or mid post. Jordan,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Magic, Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Which is 2 players right there.
right. So it usually is kind of 2 players, right? Other than Jordan, it was just
Except for Jordan,
Which is why Jordan is the greatest of all time. Let's
there you go. Let's keep it a buck. There's no competition at the same level as him at the time.
Nobody's dominated at the level that he has. And we're still waiting for somebody to do it. Sorry, LeBron, you're not the greatest of all.
No, but here's the thing, though. Here's and this is what's gonna get us into the timelines of it. He cheated.
Who?
Because his era of dominance, where he was in contention, was shorter than all those other eras.
Go more into that.
Think about it numerically.
Okay.
For us to say that Kobe and Tim shared an era, we say that because they both won 5, right? Which means for that, for that 10 years, the 2 of them were battling for it, and one of them won each time. Same thing with Magic and Bird, right?
Well, not necessarily. Pause and play. Not necessarily. Tim Duncan didn't win his 5th until after.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he overlapped. But so 5-4, right? That means for 9 years, the 2 of them were battling it out, with one of them winning every time, with sprinkled in other people. Dwayne Wade got one, Dirk got one, right? Whatever, right? Magic and Bird, 8 chips. So for that 8 years, it was them with the Pistons having something to say about it, right? LeBron, Steph, that's 9 chips, right? It was one or the other for those 9 years, with Kawhi and Giannis having something to say about it. And now
I can't combine LeBron and Steph. I'm sorry, I can't do it because LeBron was around way before Steph. So.
Agreed, but that doesn't mean it was his era from the minute he got drafted, right? That's what I'm saying, right? If we're talking about the year, if we're using our definition for the dominance and when his style was clearly the best, that started, I would argue, 2011.
Right, which is 4 years before Steph won a chip.
3.
Wait, so
Steph's first chip was 14.
No,
sorry, 15.
4.
Yeah, but 2011 was the 2011-12 season, I would say, because 2010-2011, this man lost.
But that was when he went.
He lost. Yeah, he lost. He lost
a lot. So wait, hold on.
He did lose a lot, which is another reason why he's not to go.
He did. I'm not gonna act like 2011 didn't happen. And Kobe.
He lost. He didn't even win MVP that year.
But Jordan.
He didn't even win that. He didn't win MVP that year. I'm not saying LeBron's basketball was the best basketball that year, because it wasn't.
He averaged 17 in those finals. So
2011-2012 season. So he had 2 seasons where he won, then he lost one, and then the Warriors won.
If you want to keep it real, like you could go back to 2010 because LeBron on the Cavs that last year was supposed to be like.
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't his era.
But he couldn't get the job done.
Clearly, his style of basketball wasn't the best in the world.
Yeah, but real quick, going back to your Jordan.
Yeah, because I just wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, Jordan, his winning was done straight, and then the years he didn't win, he dipped. So that's
how you want to describe it, yeah.
So we look at the 6 years.
That's a sneaky way of doing it.
Yeah, it is.
That's a sneaky way of doing it.
We look at the 6 years.
No. I'm talking about Pharaoh's point as a sneaky way of doing it.
I know.
We look at the 6 years he won and go, during those 6 years, nobody else won. Yeah. But yeah, that means you had the shortest window of winning of any of the guys we're talking about.
That's a really
someone in the comments said this. Someone said this in the comments.
We don't take into consideration the years before that when the Pistons got it done. As counting against his era, right?
Because it wasn't his era.
Because we can, right? And we don't count the 2 years he missed. We don't count the 2 years he missed because he dipped.
Some people do though.
We should count that.
No. When I say some people do, I'm saying there are old heads who think if Jordan played them 2 years, he would have won 8 straight.
We don't know.
Yeah, I agree. That's my actual opinion.
But no one ever says that Hakeem won 2 rings during Jordan's era.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't freaking there.
Yeah.
And then after 96, 97, he dipped again.
Yeah.
he dipped again, and then who won in and then who won?
You talking about after 98? You mean?
Sorry, 98, and then the Spurs
then the
won, and then
Spurs-
the
the
Lakers
Spurs-
started, right?
Yeah.
So that's 2 chips. That's 4 chips that were during the times where he was at the peak of his powers that don't get counted against his era because he wasn't in the NBA.
I mean, you can't count
That's
it
a
against
fair
him. He's not
point, but
there.
that would still make it 6 out of like what 10?
And
Yeah, but then it would be the same argument. It would be a 6-4 split to Kobe's 5-5 split to LeBron's 5-4 split.
Yeah, but here's the difference. Here's the exact difference. Actually,
We go 6-0 split because he ran from the grind.
That's
every year that he couldn't win.
Hold on.
Every year that he felt like he couldn't win, he did.
Can I answer? I want to answer this. So someone in the comments on this, and this is actually my point. Number one, all you're saying is MJ won his dominance in less time, which means he had the most efficient dominance. Hold on, wait a second. I'm sorry. He three-peated twice. Show me another star that's done that.
So you could say he's
who's done? No. Who's done it? Who's done it?
I understand what you're saying. You can argue that he did his winning the most efficiently of any superstar ever. He got his 3, and then he got his 3. He didn't have to battle it out. But what I'm saying is, you could also acknowledge that every time he started a season and looked at his team and his coaching situation and thought, we're not going to win, he left.
So you don't believe everything else?
He left.
Hold on, though.
He left.
The 94-95 team was almost exactly what he left it as. The Scottie Pippen was still there doing his stuff.
They lost in the first round, did they not? Or maybe conference finals.
I think
they didn't get to the finals. They didn't get to the finals.
They didn't get to the finals. No, that's true.
And then in 98,
because they didn't have him.
Okay. And then in 98, when they fired his coach, he said, I'm out.
Wouldn't you? I just won 6 with this guy.
Show me another superstar that did that. LeBron has had to play for bum coaches the majority of his career. Kobe, when Phil left, he stayed in the grind until Phil came back and got right to winning.
All right, you know what you could say though? You know what you could say? You could say that Jordan leaving the NBA is the equivalent of players leaving teams today. Because Jordan,
I am saying that. That's what I'm saying. There's not as much distinction in what he did as people try to make it out to be.
Yeah,
he dipped too.
I definitely understand.
He ran from competition.
He didn't dip the same way. He didn't dip for better patches. It's different.
Go ahead.
I think you're making some like really fire points about how it possibly could have been like the Jordan / whoever era. But I think
there's no slash. There's no slash. That's
but
the
there's
problem.
no slash because of like what he's saying.
Because we don't count the other rings that were won because he wasn't there.
No. Even if you put a slash, like we can say Kobe, Tim Duncan, because Kobe has 5, Tim Duncan has 4. We can say LeBron, Steph, because LeBron has 4, Steph has 3. It's not like MJ's has 6 and someone has 4. One other person.
We never got the chance. But what he's saying is we never got the chance to do that because MJ left. Like Hakeem won those rings in Jordan.
Even if you consider it, even if you consider those times where he's gone, like okay, those are against him. It's not like Hakeem won 4.
Okay,
he won 2.
I could argue that's worse.
My point was gonna be
there wasn't even one player that was doing all the winning. There was several players that he might have had to comp against that he ran from.
Right. But my point was gonna be, I think when they gates that point, Farrell, although I think it's a really great point that people should probably examine more, because I never thought about it like that. I think what negates it is the fact that there are 2 like 3-peats. That's dominant. When you 3-peat, that is dominant. Correct. That makes it your era. All the other things that we're talking about, you're not really 3-peat except the Kobe Duncan era. But Kobe, like even then, Kobe had like a lot.
Kobe almost had 2 3-peats. He went to the finals 3 years. He went to the finals 4 years in a row, and then he went to the finals 3 years in a row.
Which is why he's the second greatest player of all time. But keep going.
That's fair. But those are 2 3-peats. That's just that's pure dominance. Like you don't do 2 3-peats. That's dominance.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah, that's a really good point, though. I never even thought about it like that. I want to think about that some more because that's a really good point.
Because it wasn't like it was in the same 10-year span.
Yeah.
Right? Like he got 3 at the top of a decade, dipped out for 2 years, and then got 3 at the end of the decade, right? Like when we kind of against LeBron kind of did the same thing. Like he got 2 at the top of the decade, missed out a couple years, got another one, and then he came back and won again at the end of the decade. Now, if he had retired from 2016 till 2019, you know what I mean? Would we be counting Kawhi and KD's rings against him?
I don't know. Here's the thing, and this is why, again, this is what makes a difference. There is another era-defining player, and it's not KD, it's not Kawhi, it's Steph Curry. There's another era-defining player, even in the Kobe era, and
Kevin
there's
Durant
no
ruined his
other.
era.
Who ruined his era?
Kevin Durant. I was thinking about this
There?
morning.
Yeah,
Kevin Durant.
It was supposed to be LeBron KD's era, really.
Yeah,
Or
that's
LeBron
exactly what it's supposed to
Curry.
be.
Yeah.
I mean, it is LeBron Curry. I mean, that's what we're
It
saying.
is
We
LeBron
say
Curry.
that, but we act like Curry didn't benefit from having KD on this team too.
He did.
He did. But all right.
So we can't
I mean-
ignore that. That's why I said KD ruined. When I said KD ruined the NBA, and this podcast existed for those who aren't new.
That's the best way I've
Yeah.
heard of how he ruined it. Because now
It's
it's
deeper.
impossible to define the era. Yeah, we can't.
Yes,
we
it
can't
is.
figure it out.
Yo, listen. LeBron had some of the greatest finals performances we ever seen in L's, in losses.
Yes.
Because KD,
Not some
I
of them
don't
were the
look.
best.
I think
He was averaging triple doubles in finals.
I think Jordan is the greatest to ever play the game. I don't think Jordan was beating the Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, come
I don't know
on,
about
bro.
that. I don't know
I
about
don't think
that.
Michael Jordan's beating those Warriors with KD.
I don't
Bro,
know.
they had 2 LeBrons defensively.
Who?
They had 3.
Who?
Imagine
about-
the Bulls switching
Imagine-
Pippen had Rodman.
with Mike Rodman and Pippen switching. Are you kidding?
I don't know if
Man,
that's true, Paul.
listen. You need
Are
to
you
play help
kidding
on.
me?
I don't care if you have Jordan or Pippen on KD. You have
Bro,
to play
imagine
help.
Steph.
Hold on.
Steph couldn't get
Hold
a
on.
shot off on Kevin
Hold
Love. Imagine he picked and roll and he went from Michael Jordan.
He got Rodman right there.
We talking about Curry
Come on,
with
bro.
KD and Clay. Okay, you
Bro,
can't play help.
Pippen.
That's the
excuse my
dangerous. You
language,
can't
but
play
Brooklyn
help.
Rose about to come out. Put the road rage meter. Pippen is fucking Curry's day up.
Hey, hold
Okay.
hold on.
Okay, what about Clay?
Hey.
What about Clay? You want Jordan
Pippen.
on Clay, right?
He would have a dub.
And then what about
He would have a
KD?
0.
KD
Yo.
is eating.
We gotta.
Bro, Rodman
gotta-
KD might
would
be the
have
only
tore
one
his
really eating like
Achilles
that.
early.
You said what?
Rodman would have tore his Achilles early. Look what Kawhi did
Oh
to
my
him.
gosh! Oh my god!
Kawhi got. Some people say Kawhi got
Nah,
dogged. Some people say
what?
Kawhi got
Look
dogged.
what going against a real defender did to him. His body broke down.
Oh, don't do that! Don't do that.
His body
Wicked.
didn't
I
take
like
it.
that take.
His
I
body
like
didn't
that
take it.
take a lot.
What
I
are we
like that
doing
take a
here?
lot.
What are
He said, "Wait a minute."
we?
No, but that's the dangerous thing about the Warriors. You can't play help.
You can switch.
You can switch, and if
KD
you're
is
switching against
eating
that
whoever's in
96,
front of him.
97.
But
Who?
KD might be the only one eating.
KD
that.
was eating
That's the
LeBron
thing.
Yeah,
alive.
but he might be
One on one.
Yeah, but the problem was because LeBron had to guard KD and KD was eating. Steph also ate easier than he's ever eaten in his
Exactly.
life against
That's what
Kyrie.
I'm saying. KD might have
If
been
it was
the
the
only one
Bulls,
who ate.
Right.
if it was the Bulls, if KD is killing Pippen, Curry's not scoring.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter though.
Yes, it does because we've seen KD can't beat a team by himself. We've
That's
seen
true.
it.
We've seen it
No,
so many
but that's
Steph
times.
Curry-
different.
So many
why
times.
does Steph-
That's different though.
No,
That's
Paul.
different
To
though.
your point on why it's so hard to figure it out, even though KD won those Finals MVPs, Steph Curry had his best Finals numbers those years
Yeah.
also.
It's a fact.
Of course.
It's a fact.
Of course.
we don't
except
know.
for,
So we don't
2020.
really know. We don't really know who was winning it.
Right, that's a fact. I agree. But I'm saying KD not being able to win by himself means he can't win without other superstars.
That's
Right?
correct.
If he
That's
had
a
to
knock
other
against him.
superstars, but you have better defenders there, it still doesn't matter because
That's
from a
true.
team concept, you can't help.
But no,
I don't
but-
care who you put in
but
front
it's
of
not
KD.
true, but-
One
because-
on one, you're playing one on one in the finals.
You're
That
saying
should
the
never
inability
happen.
to help. You're saying the inability to help is going to cause him to score at such a deficiency that you can't beat them. But I'm
Yeah.
saying that what I'm saying is that happened when he's by himself. You're acting like when he
No.
was by. Hold on, listen. You're acting like when he was by himself, he was scoring 25, and therefore they couldn't win. He was getting
Didn't-
45. He was getting 45, 50 balls with Russell Westbrook and James Harden. They still weren't winning. You know why? Because Russ wasn't also getting 30
Because help
on
over
10
Russ
of 14 shots.
You could help over Russ too. It's different.
No, but what I'm saying is Russ wasn't also killing. He never
Okay,
had someone. that was killing as efficiently as him. And that's what I'm saying. Steph was killing on 50, 40, 90 right next to his 35.
See, you're talking about
And against the Bulls, that's not happening.
right, but you're talking about the Warriors as if there's some regular NBA team like the Thunder. First of all, in 2012,
No, I'm saying they're not. They're not.
No,
they had two
hold
guys
on.
that could kill you at 50% from the field.
Right, but hold on. I'm saying in 2012, right? Westbrook was a baby, so he couldn't help that much. James Harden wasn't James Harden that we know even today. He's better today than he was in 2012, right? Although he's not what he used to be in 2016, he's still elite now, right?
Right.
So therefore, they weren't ready yet, right? Shortly after that, James Harden was out. So it was just
the very next year. Hold on.
It was KD, Westbrook, and Thabo Sefolosha. Then it was KD, Westbrook, and then Andre Robertson. So you could help.
You're saying.
You could help.
It's not about the help, bro.
It is about the help. You should not be able to just play one-on-one in the finals.
No, but you know what is about the help, bro? It's not about what defense he's going against, right? Because he can score on any defense. It doesn't matter. It's about you're thinking about help the wrong way. It's not about the help defense. It's about the help offense. He was getting no help offensively.
Why?
He was still. I understand they didn't have to be guarded, but here's what I'm saying. No, I know, but not for the reason you're saying. It wasn't about anything affecting his game. It was the fact that he was the only one scoring 30. He still got his 30. So what I'm saying is on the book. I know
it might not
be
efficient. That matters.
But it was his efficiency getting 30 was not the dominant thing about the Warriors. It was the fact that Steph was also getting 30, and you can't beat a team when two dudes are getting 30. It's impossible.
Back at KD's numbers, he was getting 30 on like 10 and 15.
And what was Steph doing? And what was Steph doing?
But that's 28. What I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't isolate.
Alan and Dre, get in here because y'all see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, okay, all right. Here, Alan, go first.
No, I agree with everything that he's saying. It's because KD was able to cook because you couldn't help off of Steph Curry. What Ro is trying to say is that Bulls team would be able to help on Steph Curry. Like that Bulls team is locking Steph Curry up. He's not going to get that 30 as efficiently.
So they got to rely on Clay, and Clay's not giving you 30.
Steph Curry got his numbers just as efficiently as KD,
and that's why they won.
Dominant.
It wasn't because KD was shooting so well. It was because they all were shooting well.
And for the record, yeah.
Sorry, Andre. To your point. One-on-one, KD's cooking anybody. He's going to get the numbers efficiently if it's just one-on-one. He's cooking anybody. But the fact that Rodman or whoever else will be able to help on Steph Curry not getting those numbers as efficiently if you got better.
If KD averages 60, doesn't matter.
But here's the thing: he's not going to average. He's not going to average.
You sure about that?
But here's my. Can I make my
point?
About that? My point, and this is exactly the problem. Here's the problem.
He played with Steph Curry, and he only averaged 30. So stop.
Here's the problem. And this is why, Paul, and this is why Kevin Durant never won before Steph Curry. And he hasn't won afterwards. When you have a guy that is arguably, not even arguably, he's doing the same exact stuff that you're doing. Where it could be a toss-up on the finals MVP. It really could be a toss-up for the finals MVP. You can't discount how much that impacts it. And there's nobody that in the present and modern NBA that could guard both of them. But and this is Pharaoh's point, and this is what we're trying to tell you, and this is what you got to see, my guy. MJ's messing him up, bro. MJ's gonna violate him. MJ's gonna violate. If it's not MJ, it's gonna be Rodman.
If KD averages 35 in the finals, but Steph averages 12, are they winning?
No.
Listen.
And if you tell me KD is gonna average 45 against Scottie Pippen when he only averaged 30 against LeBron, I'm gonna smack you in the face.
Hold on, wait a second. The reason I keep bringing up help defense, and I know you got to go soon. The reason I keep bringing up help defense is this, right? If we talk about Curry was eating as well as KD, right? They were both balling against the Cavs. What happened was once KD would start to eat, they would start to focus more on KD and play more help on KD. Then Curry got the ball, right? So it's not like It's not. You gotta understand. KD affected Curry's game as well as Curry affected KD's game. So whoever you help off of, it doesn't matter because once they get the ball, it's a wrap. So if you don't hold on, so if you decide we're not gonna let Curry beat us and we're gonna let KD beat us, think about that. Teams were literally saying we're not gonna let KD beat us, we're gonna let Andre Roberson beat us. It's a different thing.
Can I put more nuance
so
into
KD will get 50 and
here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen. If there is no help, you can't.
I think the most devastating thing about the Warriors was that you could not double.
Right.
No, but so you're saying
I'm saying
Curry,
help
no, you're saying Curry was eating because the defense shifted their resources towards KD.
Right.
I'm saying the danger of the Warriors lineup was that everyone had to play straight up. So Steph Curry was getting one-on-one, not no defense. He was getting one-on-one. And I'm saying the Bulls can play both of those players straight up one-on-one. KD might win his matchup. Steph is not winning his.
If KD never loses the matchup, then it doesn't matter.
No, it does, because the reason they beat everybody is because KD and Steph both won their matchup. And if you have two mismatches on the floor, you're losing by 20.
They won their matchup because there was no help, though.
And I know, but I'm saying no help needed. Jordan is locking Curry's shit.
Therefore, KD, go get
Yo, Barrow, we gotta bleep you out this entire.
You can.
We gotta bleep you out.
But Paul, here's what I'm saying. No help. KD getting his 40 wasn't why they won. It was because Steph Curry, no help, was also getting 30.
They took turns.
I'm saying keep KD's no help 40, right? Without Steph's no help 30, they're not winning. And Steph is not getting no help 30 against Michael Jordan.
Clay, let me say this quick.
Can I ask a reverse question?
Wait, quick. Let me say this one sentence. Clay got like 10 points frequently and was sitting on the bench happy because he didn't have to do anything offensively. So Curry would do the same thing. And KD would just get the points that Curry was getting. It was
Clay did that because
can I ask you a question?
KD had 30.
Can I ask a question?
Can I ask a question?
Who in this matchup, in this fictionary matchup, who's guarding MJ?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
If KD could do it by himself, why he didn't do it on the Warriors?
Why didn't he do it on the Warriors? Why didn't he do it on the Nets? Why didn't he do it in Phoenix? Why didn't he do it on the Thunder?
Thunder.
Yeah, wait. If KD can do it by himself, why didn't he?
Why can't he do it on the Thunder?
Because he didn't have the help.
No, I'm talking on the Warriors. On the Warriors, why didn't he do it by himself?
Because he didn't have to. They took turns. That was the best thing we ever seen.
Why couldn't he do it on the Nets?
Last question to you, Paul, and I'll know.
Why couldn't he do it on Phoenix?
Hold on. This will be my last question to you, Paul, and then I know the argument is unreasonable. If Steph Curry averaged less than 22 points in all those finals, do they win those championships?
If KD's getting like 35 to 40, yeah.
He got 35 to 40. So my point,
35 to 40, man.
Check the numbers. He averaged at least 31 to 32. So
I'm talking about 35
you're
to 40.
You're talking about 2 to 3 points?
No, 5 to 10 points. I said 35 to 40. Come on, man. We actually talking about this like it's a regular NBA team.
Let's move off it. No, yeah, actually, what did Kevin Durant average in the finals?
You looking it up right now?
I'm looking it up right now.
37, 4, and 1.
Yeah. It wasn't anything, and it was very efficient because
we were
doing one-on-one.
All right.
I'm telling you, we forget how dominant that team was.
So your stance is if Curry gets locked and doesn't give him 27 to his 30, Kevin would just go and get 35, and they win.
In order to lock Curry, you have to be on him like glue. Meaning you can't play any type of help.
So you're clear on record. If Steph Curry got locked and averaged under 22 points, Kevin Durant 100% is going to up his average to 35-40, and they win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, listen.
All you have to do is
wait. It's